Are you going to laugh again?
No.
How are you doing? So today I'm going to show you how to make a trifle that you can enjoy with your friends. So we are making the trifle from Friends, the Thanksgiving episode where Rachel makes a disgusting trifle with a mixture of cottage pie and trifle recipes. We've actually substituted out the mince for something a bit sweeter. We'll get around to that when it comes to it. So let's get started making the trifle. First off, we want to start with sponge at the bottom. So you can make your own sponge cake, or as we did, go out and buy a sponge cake and cut it up into little fingers. The reason for this, obviously normally you'd use the sponge fingers, but we're using jam and not jelly today, so it won't absorb as much of the liquid. So sponge is just something that's a bit better. Just go around filling that out. Press it down as you do it, make sure you get every nook and cranny. Right, so once you've finished with the bottom layer of sponge, you want to get your jam. We've warmed ours up just so it's a little bit easier to spread around, and you just want to pour it all on there and pivot around the whole place. Over there, spread it over. Now you've got your jam everywhere and you've got that nice lovely layer going on. You're going to want to get your custard. So if you have made your own custard, you're going to want to let it cool down so it's just a bit thicker. You get a more defined layer out of it. If you bought it straight out of the tin, it'll be fine. I'm going to put it on nice and slowly. Now once you've got all your custard that you need in there, make sure that you leave about half of it left because we're going to have another layer of custard later on. Just spread it around, make sure it's all nicely covered. And now we're done with the custard, we're going to add the raspberries on. And you're just going to want to dot those around. If you leave a few close to the edge, just so people know what's in the layers that are coming up. And again, you want to leave about half your raspberries left, maybe a little bit more, because we are going to be putting them on top of the trifle at the end as well, just as a little bit of a garnish. In concentric circles. So once you're finished with the raspberries here, you're going to want to put the sponge fingers on top. The rest of the ones you've got left, if you can fit them all on. If not, just put as many as you can on. Right, so we'll leave those over there. You can have those later on, just in case you want to break and you need to fill the gap. So next, we've got the cornflakes and chocolate. Now this is going to be our mince substitute. So you get your melted chocolate there, and just put the cornflakes on. We'll probably need to add more than that, but just to start off with. Now just remember, while doing this, you could use mocklet as an alternative if you do fancy something a bit sweeter. And again, just keep adding those cornflakes, keep it going. Added a few more in. Just gonna mix it up. This looks like it might not need to add any more. Make sure you go right to the bottom of the bowl because that's normally where a good bit of chocolate's hiding. When you're doing this layer, you want to go right to the edge and make sure you don't put too much in because this is where you can really falter with your trifle and end up not having enough room to put the rest of on the top. Now when Rachel made her trifle, she obviously put sauteed onions and peas in with her mince because she was thinking of a cottage pie at the time. So what we've got instead is we've got some cut up apple and some green M&Ms. Unfortunately, they don't sell just green M&Ms where we are, and it's probably likely that they won't sell them near you either. So you're going to want to go get a bag and just pick the green ones out. And I'd say that's about enough there. So, as I said, instead of the onion, we've got some cut up apple. So just sprinkle that around. Or throw it on the table, that's fine as well. You're going to use as much as you can. And now we're going to put our peas on top as well. M&Ms, obviously. Again, throw them on the table if you want. It's fine, there we go. Just before we get to our final layers, you want to put some more custard on. I'm just going to spoon it on there again. So we're actually going to trick everyone in the office because they don't know that we know that they know that this isn't meat. So hopefully when they go to take a bite out of it, and because we'll trick them into trying it, because we'll try some and say it's delicious first, obviously, they'll look at it and go, oh, really? And then they'll eat some, and they'll be like, oh, it actually was nice, that wasn't mince. Once you put your custard on there, you just want to get some chopped bananas and lay them all out down here. Try not to drop any in the custard because it goes everywhere. Once you've finished with the banana, you're probably going to want to go wash your hands first before you start whipping your cream, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so once you wash your hands, when you get back you want to make sure that you don't go so far past the line that you can't even see the line. Also known as leaving enough room for cream at the top. So get your whisk. You can use a manual whisk if you want to dig a little deeper, but I'm going to use an electric one because I'm very lazy. So we're just going to pop that over here, put make enough room on the table. Cool, so once you've got all this done, your cream's nice and whipped. You'll be able to tell because it'll be this sort of consistency here. Hope you can see that well. With some soft peaks over the top of the cream. Take those off. Now what you want to do is you want to get a spatula or something similar and just get that cream all on there. Start off with a little bit. You want to spread it out until you cover everything underneath it. Right, that looks about done on top. End of the cream over there, and now you want to get the rest of your raspberries and put them on the trifle in concentric circles. And then one in the middle. There we go. I'm just going to clean the edges up quickly. And we're just going to clear up quickly. We'll be back in a second. Oh my God, could it be any better? I don't think so. I don't think you think so either. So we actually got the inspiration from this recipe from brendid.com. We have altered it slightly, so the full recipe will be over on our blog. I hope you've really enjoyed watching this today. Take a look at all that lovely trifle. I'm actually really proud of this. I have never made a trifle before, so hopefully that one's pretty good for a first attempt. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've been entertained, and see you all later. I'm off to go to a party with my hot roommate.